Mahalo everyone, and welcome to another Check the Deck video here on Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Updates. We hope you enjoyed the series so far, and I hope you had some good ideas of how we can improve these decks. And we've got one that could really use some improvement today. It's an old kind of friends deck of mine. It's an Amazon S deck, and we'd like to see how we can modernise it. We've got some newer-ish cards in there, but its playstyle is still a bit archaic. And what do we have in here? Well, we've got one copy of Amazon S Queen, and one copy of Amazon S Blowpiper. Again, this deck probably isn't for competitive use, it's just to have many different types of Amazon S card in there. So I'll just put that on centre stage. Having checked through, I was going to say we have more than one Amazon S Queen. We do have more than one Amazon S Queen. It is right here. So we have two copies of Amazon S Queen and still one copy of Blowpiper. We have two copies of Amazon S Swordswoman, which became popular in duelings not so long ago. Two copies of Amazon S Tiger. There's the fusion, of course, which is a bit of an upgrade on that. We have two Amazon S Trainee, two Amazon S Spy, which is a kind of new card. Two Paladin, which can be some of the beatstick of the deck still. 4 stars. And two copies of Amazon S Scouts to help protect the monsters when you have the field spell. And Amazon S Sage, which is again another key card of the deck that's really the main form of spell and trap aid. And to search them we have the Warrior Lady of the Wasteland, even though the field spell kinda covers that. And DD Warrior Lady for direct monster removal. So that's all of the monster cards. So moving on to the spells, I'll just stick the Amazon S Queen on top and stick it over here. So for the spells, the Amazon S really need a power boost, so we'll give them some solidarity, and we do that with giving them 800 attack and having an exclusively warrior deck. The key card of the deck really is Amazon S Village. This means when any of your monsters are destroyed, you can bring out another one, and that really keeps the deck flowing. Without it, we're going to struggle. To catch those, we've got 3 copies of Terraforming. They recently introduced fusions into the Amazon S theme, so we have 2 copies of Polymerization. Again, more power boost with Amazon S Fighting Spirit, so it's a bit like Skyscraper, the field spell, but for Amazon S's. We only have 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army. The deck does search quite well when it has the field spell open, but we might want more. And then 2 spell cards for a bit of field manipulation, Forbidden Chalice and Lightning Vortex. Really most of the anti-field stuff comes from the traps. And from those we have 1 copy each of Raigeki Break, Compulsory Evacuation Device and Bottomless Trap Hole. So these are staples from maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago? Something like that. But still comfortably make it into our deck. So obviously, if you can think of better versions of these or ones that would help the Amazon S theme, that would be good. We have Amazon S Willpower, which again, you might wonder, why do we have that over Call of the Haunted? Well, it's just quite nice to have the Amazon S theme. We're very much trying to stick to the theme with this deck. 2 copies of Amazon S Shamanism, 1 copy of Queen's Pawn, and then one of the new cards, Amazon S Onslaught, which lets you special summon Amazon S to the hand and keep on fighting. Finally, we have some of the new fusions. We have Amazon S Pet Liger, which is weird. So a liger is a crossbreed between a lion and a tiger. It is an actual thing, though it can't breed itself. It's infertile. But yeah, apparently they've made it angry in the Amazon S land, wherever that would be, somewhere, I guess, in between the Middle East, between where tigers live and where lions live, which is actually a desert. Anyway, I'm getting myself distracted. The Amazon S Pet Liger here can basically make your opponent's monsters lose attack. And it also has the same effect as the tiger, which means you can't attack other Amazoness monsters. And finally we have the queen, even though it's not really the queen is over here. We have the empress, Amazoness Empress, and this is a more defensive card, but it can inflict piercing damage, and basically brings out the queen again when it's destroyed. So that was the Amazoness deck. Yeah, please let us know which ways you can improve. Please check the deck, and we will see you shortly for another check the deck feature. Thank you very much.
Don't forget to subscribe and click on the pack opening videos or the deck videos, and don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified for each video we upload.